Why is someone like Endless Chess successful? It's because he's found a niche that wants his individual style and he makes that individual style. Pedantic Romantic has an artistic voice, it's just that its potential is rarely shown. She sees herself as being forced to water down that voice in order to attract normies that will eventually see her true self. It is a game that never ends. One deludes themselves into believing they can eventually show how they are, but by not putting it up front from the beginning, we only alienate the normies we've accrued after they see our true face. We tell ourselves, once I get big enough, I'll do what I want, but the point in which we're big enough never comes because you can't get someone into an artistic narrative unless that artistic narrative is at the forefront. Instead, what we receive is half-hearted clickbait that is kind of pedantic, but not really, and videos promising that she'll be better when YouTube starts acting right. If she had just busted her ass making whatever she wanted from the beginning, sure it would take a lot of time, but eventually she'd be the best. She already has a very good writing style, and when applied to something she cares about, it can be great. See the Horomusco video. People who do what their niche wants are rewarded with a lot of money from that niche, whereas people who are broad are rewarded with some money from a lot of people. In both cases, you're making money. It's just that one makes what they want and the other doesn't. And in the case of the latter, you need a lot of people on board in order for that broadness to make any money back. The YouTuber Zen Huxtable is a perfect example of someone who shows exactly who they are in every video. Sure, they make videos on relevant subjects when there's something they have to say, but they don't pigeonhole themselves into what the algorithm wants. And hey, audiences love Zen's videos because the purpose is not to kowtow to them. It is to show them something fun. People respond well to that if you just find the right people. Sure, Zen's Patreon isn't super successful now, but little by little it is going up, and one of these days they're going to be in the exact same position as Jesse. You, as a consumer, are committing bad consumer practices by letting Lachlan adhere to the algorithm. It's always the same story. I have no money and I need patrons, so I make the most clickbaity content. Gee whiz, I'm so sorry guys, please patron me. Lachlan is in a position in which she has to apologize to her viewers because enough complaints come in from shilling. And so the patrons she accrues from videos like this are less because she's made a great video that deserves money, but rather because she's made a bad video and is begging for pity. If Lachlan just made consistently great videos that she cares about, eventually the money would stick. One of my friends, Mr. Cynical, had at one point been patroning Lachlan's content quite a bit, only to lower his patron due to the amount she was shilling. That video Cynic found showed Pedantic's style and voice as a creator. It was something she had obvious passion for making. And seeing that passion made Cynic patron. If similar videos had continued to come out, or just videos that showed passion and improvement, I have no doubt in my mind Cynical would have remained a higher patron. This is how you alienate your audience. You create a few passionate, well-focused videos on subjects important to your niche and artistic narrative, and then spend months hastily trying to grow a dying channel with nothing but clickbait and algorithm fodder. No one cares deeply about you trying to come up with something random to say about Goblin Slayer. They care deeply about you analyzing scenes that mean something to you in Hiroaka. They care about you pouring your heart out at Horomusco. Remember where your core following came from and do what they want. You might have higher paying patrons. And why does Pedantic want to do this anyway? If she feels forced into being dishonest for the sake of views, why not just get a 9 to 5? It's going to be easier than sitting in your room watching anime all day desperately trying to cash in on trends, except at a 9 to 5, you'll be in a more healthy environment mentally, interacting with people, not having to worry about your money dying as easily, etc. Why is it that Pedantic forces herself into poverty when she's not even making the videos she wants? I can understand living uncomfortably when it's for passion, but in her case, she's just halfway doing passion and halfway doing clickbait bullshit that no one cares about. Either you go full shill or you don't. This weird middle ground is only hindering her development as a channel and keeping good content from existing. And the thing is, a 9 to 5 isn't even that bad. If you have the ability to do well in school and get a job that suits enough of your sensibilities, you can be happy. Human beings were built to adapt, to survive. We continue living and doing the things we love while having a normie job. You have plenty of free time in that situation. Why not just go to college and do something you'd like just the same as shilling on YouTube? You'd make more money. The only way for this avenue to be worth it is if you dedicated yourself entirely to growing a cult following who will pay for whatever you want. And this is not the path you're going down. I don't think words themselves are enough to fully push this paradigm, so I'd like to ask the consumers of her content a simple question. Is this content something that gives you enough value to be worth money? Don't concern yourself with her economic situation or content she can potentially make. Just ask yourself if the content that's coming out is worth your money. If the answer is no, then on Patreon. There is no reason to support bad business practices. If you truly want her to make the content she loves the most, then vote with your wallet and show her why you unpatroned. If enough people did this, she'd have to make some kind of change. I believe in Pedantic. She's made some of my favorite videos on this entire platform, but the majority of her channel is just meandering clickbait bullshit. I love her writing style, but I don't like how she isn't applying it. And there's a great many who agree with me. I used to patron her, but I can't see myself ever doing that again unless a monumental change was made to how she's doing things on this platform. And the great thing about Patreon is that it allows a level of consumer choice we've never seen before. Pedantic is only one individual. Your money is not being split through multiple parties within a company, being handed down to distributors. It is just in her hands. You wield far more power as a consumer when your $50 pledge leaves a Patreon making $300 a month, all of which is going to one person's rent, in comparison to not paying $70 for one DVD that had hundreds of different hands being exchanged in its production and distribution. If enough people band together in outrage over these bad practices, a change can be made. YouTube is about you more than any other medium. It is a medium in which individuals are more free to be themselves than ever before. The consumer just has to play a hand in allowing that. But we have enough power to do so. I'm tired. I know some of you out there are as well.
Hey, if you want to go to an actual good Patreon, you can go to patreon.com/infiniteoutlaw and support all the videos that I've been doing here. Because it's just what I want. It's my passion. It's, I don't do things for views around here. So you can just go patreon.com/infinite in description. Or you can go on my Discord and tell me about how much of a faggot I am for, fucking shitting on your favorite YouTuber. Or you can go on my Twitter and follow my hot takes about how the Holocaust didn't happen. Anyway, I'll see you guys all later. Don't forget to check out the Crow Masticators, because I'm back on that for some reason. And the Depression Collective, which I do with Joji Matthews and Ray and Rizzy and a bunch of other fucking people. I haven't been on an episode yet, but I'm going to be on one soon. Alright, I see you later.